Hi, Alan Stratton from Woodturning. Last month in one of the clubs that I attend, we had a demonstrator show us how to turn a tree. It was a different style than I'd done before, so I had to come home and try it myself. I also had this piece of gnarly aspen. It was pretty ugly, but it did have some nice color in the end of it, so why not try it out and see how it turns out. Well, as I turn it, I find some surprises. Yes, there's some nice color in this aspen, but it's also because it's half weathered anyway, also prone to chipping. So the Christmas Ornament Challenge is open. It was open November 1st, goes through November 30th. What's an ornament? Well, I think I can call this an ornament. If you can call your project an ornament with a straight face, it can come into the challenge. There's something in it for everybody this year, so send in your entry, take a picture, send it in. Let's have some fun with the Ornament Challenge for 2021, our 10th. So, meanwhile, let's turn it.
I'm mounting this wood between centers to start off. Usually I round off the wood, but not this time. All that I need is to cut a tenon because I have to mount this on a chuck. Now to mount the project into a chuck. However, I still want live center support for as long as possible. The first task is to cut a cone from about 1/3 up from the base to the live center. This wood is spalted aspen. The wood has a weathered gray on the exterior and a nice color from the spalting in the wood. This project is accented by the natural exterior. However, almost any wood could be used. A trunk or branch works great to get a natural edge. Green wood is also a great option. If green, it could be quickly dried in 2-minute bursts in the microwave. This will accelerate drying and maybe some cracks. More importantly, the surface texture will change and the trunk could warp. But not this time, the wood is already dry. With the cone ready, I can mark off distances for where the bow edges will be. I'm using my skew to cut a groove at each of these points, then use my spindle gouge to cut a cove on each bow. Our demonstrator preferred a shallow cove. I prefer a deeper cove, and do some deeper undercutting under each bow. Due to the spalting, this wood lacks integrity and cracks off easily. That is the price of the color. There's also a nasty crack for additional interest. CA to the rescue. The last action is to cut the wood between the bottom bow and the ground level. This is difficult due to tight quarters between the ground and the bottom bow. After limited sanding, I'm spraying my tree with rattle-can lacquer with the lathe at the slowest speed. The color is popping. 2 more for a 4th set and I am ready to go. I do not dare risk parting off this tree on the lathe. It is too fragile. So with it still mounted in the chuck, I take it to the bandsaw to cut off the extra wood at the bottom. This setup, where the chuck is mounted to a jig, is much safer than any other way to cut it on the bandsaw. Of all the options to refine the foot, I'm simply sanding the base on the disc sander. Afterwards, I can spray a bit more lacquer to finish. That completes my mini forest with plenty of fall color from the spalted wood. The 3 trees are different sizes for visual interest. It is a great display for a mantel or a table centerpiece. Please give this video a thumbs up, subscribe on my website, and tell your friends. I appreciate your comments and questions. Every week I make a new wood turning video and add it to my website. Please wear your full face shield for safety anytime the lathe is running. It is your last line of defense. I will see you next week with another wood turning video.